Hello beautiful people and welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone's doing okay and everyone is doing well. Another week of reviews, and guys, I'm not gonna hold you. I feel like, why is this fan not staying still, Joe? Hold on, give me a sec. Stay still. Why is it not staying still? Okay, now it is, yeah. I feel like since movie night, I'm not gonna hold you, the producers. Yeah. This was a strong episode, a double dumping. Oh, we're gonna get into it. So, as I usually am always saying, number one, if you haven't yet subscribed, be sure to subscribe. And if you join the family, we love having you here, and we also love a cheeky little chinwag. Also, be sure to follow me on my Instagram and also my Twitter at @SoLessingX and number 30. Please get cozy and comfy, either hot Ribena, cold Ribena, nice snack, a fan. And let's get into today's review. Before we actually get started as well, a huge shout out to every single person who joined yesterday's live. You guys already know Sunday is a what? It's a live with the vibe, and we always have a jolly good time, okay? Because you guys prove to me that you are the shade kings and queens. That's what you guys prove to me every single Sunday. But no, a huge shout out to everyone who joined yesterday's live. We had a great time, and if you weren't there, make sure you are there this coming Sunday, because we're gonna have a great time again. But guys, a lot for us to digest. a lot of singlets to tear. Oh, so many. So let's get into it. Now let us start off with Tony and Harrison on the terrace. Oh guys, I'm so sorry, I'm actually so shy. I'm still thinking of if you were in the live yesterday, we were speaking about every time we see someone crawling on the terrace, it takes us back to Mimi. Gosh, we really need to erase that from our memory, guys. But anyway, cool. Starting off with Tony and Harrison on the terrace. You guys know it was the aftermath of yesterday. They didn't actually have a kiss, which I was happy about. But I'm still going to say what I said in yesterday's live. I need Tony to start. Tony cannot go back to this man, guys. And even after what Harrison and Lauren done, because their singles are also getting ripped as well, she actually cannot go back to that man. She can actually not go back to that man. But anyway, we know that they didn't have a kiss or anything. We already spoke about it in yesterday's review anyway. But they were having some flirty chats. She told him to end it with Lauren, and that she will end it with Cash, and then something will go on over there. But the truth of the matter is like, I was genuinely laughing as well, because firstly, the truth of the matter is she needs to lock that off. Harrison literally would have left her for dead, okay? Harrison would have left her for dead. It's like he expected her to be single whilst he came back with Lauren, have you looking like a mug. So I don't really understand where this is changing, you know? I don't understand. Second of all, what was I going to say again? Yeah, they were both acting like no one can see them on the terrace. That's a small villa, guys. Okay? Everyone can see you. So even when Tony went down first, and then Harrison's like 1, 2, 3, 4, counting to 12 seconds, everyone knows you were on the terrace, guys, okay? It's okay. But once again, I need her to not go back to that man. Lauren at the same time was crying. Now, you guys know I'm not a heartless person, okay? I say it as it is in my brain on this channel. Personally, I feel like it's too soon for Lauren to be crying, guys. Let me know down below if you agree or disagree. If you agree or disagree, it's fine. But I don't know, like, Castlemore wasn't even a full week this year. It was like, was it not 4 days? I felt like the tears were just a bit much, if I'm just going to be honest with you. That's just my personal opinion. Like I said, let me know down below if you agree or disagree. But the tears, like, she was crying, like that PLT deal was gone. Like, literally, babe, you've known this guy for literally 3 to 4 days. I didn't think it warranted the amount of tears that she gave. But that's just me, guys. Just let me know if you agree, disagree. It's fine. Now, let us move on to Andrada obviously pulling Megan for a chat regarding last night. I don't really have much to say other than everything that I already said in yesterday's review. Because even in that, even like Meg was like, it's okay, like me and Dia are exclusive now, so it's fine. And that's one thing I hate about couples that are the first to become exclusive in the villa. They act like it's a badge of honor. I find it very like, yeah, it's okay, but me and Dia are exclusive, so like, yeah, it's fine. You guys keep saying that you're in a good place, but you guys aren't in a good place. You guys are not in a good place. Like, I don't really understand the delusions there. But you guys already know my thoughts regarding those two. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, but yeah, it's just a bit interesting. Next, moving on to Tony, now going to speak to Shakira and Yaz, and they pretty much said, what the heck? What the heliante did you do? And they told her, yeah, we're very disappointed in you. And I'm so glad that they did, because yeah, you need to whack her again and rip her singlet in 4K, because no, Tony, for real, what are you doing? And this is what I said about, I need her to stand on business as she has been standing on business in the past. Right now, it's not giving you stand on business. It's giving you speak about standing on business, but it's not giving that you actually stand on business. And she's like, oh, but guys, but I like him. And Yaz should just like, stop that right now. Because one thing about Yaz as well, she's going to let you know that you need to know your worth. And that's exactly what Shakira and Yaz were doing and telling Tony in that moment. And that's exactly what she needed to hear, okay? Did she process it? She actually didn't, because she ends up having a chat with Helena later on, which we're going to get into as well. But I'm glad that she has people in the villa like that should tell her when you're falling, babe, you need to stand up. You need to hold your head up high. You need to walk away with your dignity. Like, even Shakira was like, let that pride go. Honestly, let it go. Because this guy literally came back with another babe. Like, if that wasn't your sign, then I don't know what would be. But once again, I am actually quite glad that Yaz and Shakira were there to send me knock sense into them. Next, we've got on to Lauren Apple and Harrison for a chat. So, Lauren Apple, and by the way, guys, like I said, I don't want to come across as being heartless. Obviously, we only see 1 hour out of their entire 24-hour day. It's given the impression that Harrison love bombs her because she's feeling this way. I'm sinking in my beanbag, hold on. She's feeling this way so soon. And it's for me, I just find it quite interesting because we haven't really seen much of their development anyway. But she was just saying, you know, I just want you to be honest with me, blah, 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 blah. She was like, I feel sick every time I see you guys speak. And I was just thinking, it hasn't been that long to be feeling this way. So what is Harrison doing to her that's making her cry? Or is she just doing a lot? Let me know down below if you agree, disagree. Let me know. Next, moving on briefly as well to Tony and Cash. By the way, guys, side note, I really like the Castle Moore guys. I tweeted it as well, but I'm going to say it again. I think the Castle Moore guys are very respectful. They're very honest. They're very open as well. And they're very understanding. Way better than the OG guys. Because even Cash was talking to Tony like, listen, just tell me exactly what's going on. Like, at the end of the day, I know you may have feelings for him, but, you know, I don't want to be involved in something like this. I like you, so, like, exactly what exactly is it? But he did say that he trusts her, and she did, of course, let him know that we went upstairs to the terrace, but we didn't actually kiss. Briefly, moving on to Connor talking to Emma. Connor? We don't rip his singlet enough on this channel, and I think I need to just tug it a little bit more. Connor is the type of guy that the second he no longer is interested in a girl, he moves, so it's literally like a light switch in his head. He moves so cold to them. And the only reason why Connor was talking to Emma the way he was speaking to her today, by the way, is because he spoke to Shakira yesterday, and now we know that there's potentially going to be a little situ flingy fling over there. Because Connor was just like, yeah, like, I'm open, you're open, so yeah, I'm getting to know other people, so you should also get to know other people. And yes, you guys may be open, but why are you talking to her so, why are you so cold? And everyone has picked up on this, by the way. And even Connor as well. I said it in the live. Connor doesn't rest. Every single girl in that villa, Megan, Emily, Billy Kiss, babe, it's like he has a new girl every week. Okay, but the way he spoke to Emma, I wasn't really feeling it. Of course, the guys were talking, and Harrison ended up denying the kiss to Tony, and Jamie was saying, oh, like, yeah, Harrison, like, oh, you don't even like Tony, like, at all, like, you're just moving like an idiot, and that's exactly what he's doing. Like, I don't know if Harrison likes Tony. I feel like he likes the attention and the way that he can get into her head, because he's explained to numerous people at different times throughout the season that he hasn't been attracted to Tony. He's never seen that spark. So why is it now that you see that, oh, you're potentially getting into her head, all of a sudden you're trying to invite her to the terrace and you're trying to have these chats? I don't feel like Harrison actually really likes Tony like that. I think he likes the fact that he can get into her head and that she's giving him attention, which is why she needs to stand on business and lock it off, okay? Lock it off. Now, next moving on to nothing else other than Yaz and Jamie, who I really like, by the way. I wish they had more screen time. I think Jamie seems like a really cool, calm, collected guy. And I actually like Yaz as a character as well. Good Yaz GPT. But it'd be nice to see them because even tonight they ended up sharing a kiss, having more conversations, getting to know each other. And I feel like they seem like a vibe. So it will be really nice to get some more scenes from them. And if we do, dare I say it, I believe they'll make it to the finals. And they need to make it to the finals. Because right now it's giving Helena and Harry and Meg and Dejon. Guys, we have 3 weeks left to get these votes together, okay? To get it together. Now, let us quickly move on to Harry pulling Emma for a chat. Now, everything I say about Helena stands, and it's not me being shady or predictable at this point. It's just every time she proves our theory correct on this channel, yeah? So obviously, by the way, I'm not itching my ear, I'm itching the top of my ear. Up here, not down there. Anyway, cool. I don't know why I'm saying that out loud. But anyway, so Emma and Harry were now going for a chat. And then even Emma, I don't even understand what Emma was saying. Emma was just like, yeah, like, I can just tell that you're not yourself. I can just tell that you're not happy. But yeah, Shakira, you know, she's threatened. And I just thought, firstly, why is Shakira in all of these girls' mouths? I don't understand. That girl seems like she doesn't bother anyone, but you guys look for her trouble. And then second of all, she was just like, obviously, Harry, like, people don't know about us. Like, literally, look at your wrist, look at the E, because, you know, he still has that E tattoo. Like, literally, like, people don't know how deep we were. I just didn't really understand the essence of that convo. Is she trying to get back with Harry? She literally said she didn't want to. I don't know. And even Harry as well. I feel like Harry probably still has feelings for Emma. I know they're grown and mature, but I feel like he probably still has feelings for her. But she made it very clear that she didn't come into this villa for Harry. And I'll be honest with you, I don't think I care to see Harry and Emma rekindle on TV at 9 p.m. They can do that back in the UK if they really want to. Okay? But yeah. At the same time as well, Helena, yeah, she was just like, why has he pulled her for a chat? Why has he pulled her for a chat? No, Con, what's going on over there? Are they deciding now? He's muggy. He's muggy. He's muggy and you're still sitting down. He's muggy and you're still sitting like, guys, I can't take that babe seriously. I'm so sorry. I just can't, okay? Of course, after, we know Helena and I ended up speaking to Harry about it. And she was like, it would have been nice to get a heads up. Like, you're literally just taking me for a mug. You're just walking past me. I just thought, is this another boundary you're going to set now? Another boundary. After, how many boundaries do you set with this guy? Instead of you to actually smack his nash, now another boundary is that when he wants to talk to other girls, he needs to come and tell you. Can you not see you actually look ridiculous right now? Helena. I can't speak on this situation anymore because even Harry was just like, yeah, I'm just bored of the drama. I'm just bored. I can't even just walk me before a chat. I just thought, no, guys, these people can't be saved. I'm not even speaking on them anymore. Now let's move on to the nighttime. Briefly, Meg was whispering to Lauren about the kiss and apparently Tony dodged the kiss with Harrison. I don't like that girl. And Lauren is entangling herself with bad gang, okay? Because she was just like, yeah, obviously. And guys, I already spoke about this in yesterday's live anyway, but it's given Meg is also a hypocrite as well because you're always like, no one should eat, no one should this, no one should that, but you do the exact same thing. Boo, tomato, tomato, boo. All right, cool. Let's move on to the nighttime. Guys, a few kisses were taking place. I was thinking, okay, I feel smoochy, smoochy. Da, 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 da. Guys, Lauren and Harrison. Why did she sleep with that man? No, guys. You actually have to answer that question for me. Why did she sleep with that man? Why did she sleep with that man? Oh my gosh. No. And I hope she didn't sleep with him just so that she could lock it in with him and she can stay in that villa and be his first choice. Because that is a rookie. That is a rookie mistake. Why? Why did she do that? No, why did she do that? You were literally just crying an hour ago. Why did you do that? Oh, no, I'm so shy. I'm so shy for that babe. I don't know why she done that, guys. Honestly, have some class. Have some class. Why did she do that? Oh, anyway, following day, Connor put a coffee next to Shakira. I can't lie. Initially, me and my cousins even said it in the chat. We thought that he smacked her bum. I'm not going to hold you. But he gave her a coffee. And for some reason, I just can't take Connor seriously. Like, he just jumps from pillar to post when it comes to girls these days. And I'm even surprised that Shakira is entertaining that. Speaking of, they keep saying that they're really close friends and everything. But the producers haven't even... When did Shakira and Connor even become close? The producers haven't even shown us that as well. But... anyway, of course, next moving on, Shakira and Tony, they were on the terrace and Shakira said, all right, go on then. All right, show me the nonsense you were doing on this villa. And Tony was like, yeah, so basically I was like this. And she was just looking like, girl, no. And I'm glad she actually asked for demonstration just so that you can see how silly you're actually looking for this man, okay? Now, next moving on to Harrison. Harrison was talking to the guys about how the game was done, aka bish bash bosh, Bob's your uncle, and I done this with so-and-so. Now, first, I understand that on Love Island, they can't say they've actually had, right? So at first I was thinking, oh, is he just saying it because obviously he can't say it, but he wants to let the guys know? But then second of all, I was like, no, I feel like the way he was saying it was kind of like in a comical way, like, yeah, guys, I had, yeah, yeah, all the way, order this, order that. And second of all, why are you so happy to let everyone, why are you so happy to let everyone know that you done that? Did you even speak to Lauren about the fact that you were going to tell other people? I don't know. I just kind of found it a bit degrading. I'm not going to lie to you. I found it a bit degrading, and I don't know if I'll say disappointing because Harrison's been moving very interesting these past couple episodes anyway. But he was basically talking about it like it was a tick box exercise, and I just found that a bit interesting considering, you know, the deed is a very intimate activity to do. So yeah, that was very interesting, okay? Next, Dejon was speaking about him and Meg being good. I'm not buying it. You guys go from arguing to all of a sudden, we're exclusive, we're good, yeah, we're in a great place, I'm not buying it, and I'm not buying it. Now, next moving on to Emma talking to Andrada, saying that she can sense how unhappy Harry is. And yeah, like, obviously, we love each other. Like, people are never going to know what we went through. Like, people are never going to know the depths of our relationship and our love. But obviously, I just can't. Like, I actually just can't do it. I just can't. Once again, you came in on the basis of you not rekindling things with Harry. I don't know if we care to see Emma and Harry rekindle in 4K at 9 p.m. But that's just my opinion, guys. Let me know down below if you agree or you disagree. Next, moving on to Harrison, now talking to Lauren on the terrace, and he said that he kind of told the guys, but he doesn't want it to get around the villa. And then she was like, of course you don't want it to get around the villa in case someone finds out, aka Tony. And in fact, Tony should find out, because with this news, it will let her close her eyes to this guy and actually focus on Cash, who is actually a nice guy, treating her well, who actually respects her as well. But once again, I just can't believe that they slept together, because even she was just like, oh my gosh, Harrison, why? And he was like, I'm sorry, it just kind of slipped out, kind of just said it in riddles. You were excited to tell the guys, and that's literally what it was. But once again, Lauren, that L is for you. The L in Lauren is for you, because I actually don't understand why you slept with that man. I don't know why you slept with that man. Next, moving on to Shakira. Oh, baby, when you talk, yeah. Talking to the girls about Connor. And obviously Connor now comes to get her, and then they end up going into the hideaway. Ty, I feel like Ty seems like a really cool guy, and Shakira, I don't understand what she's doing with Connor. I'm not gonna lie, they were in the hideaway, they're having a chat, she'll sit on his lap in the water. I'm just not here for Connor anymore, I'm gonna be honest with you. And the way he just keeps hopping from girl to girl as well, it's given he's in that villa for a holiday and a tan, because I'm just not really here for Connor anymore. Like, every single girl, Megan, Emily, Yaz, Billy Kiss, now Shakira, I mean, it's a lot. Even Emma. Did I say Emma? I don't know. Or Emily. Well, whoever. Emily, Emma, and co. All of them. It's literally like he's going for every single girl in that villa. So I'm just not really here for him and Shakira. I'm not going to hold it. But let me know if you're here for them. I don't know if I care for Shakira and Connor to get... I don't know. I don't know. Let me know, guys. Let me know. Next, moving on to Tony and Helena speaking. By the way, guys, it's going to be quite a long review, because it was actually a 1 hour, I think 1 hour 20-minute episode, but we're almost at the end. Cool. Tony and Helena sitting around the fire pit. Firstly, it's given, since when were you guys friends? Okay, it's given the producer said y'all need to sit down. But of course, Tony was speaking to Helena about the situation with Harrison and everything, and then she was just like, what do I do? And she was just like, you know, just pull it, just tell him hideaway. That always works. Of course Helena will suggest that. Hideaway Helena strikes again. But second of all, it was also given that Tony knows she cannot speak to Shakira and Yaz about this, because they're going to rip her singlet. Okay, they're actually going to chuck her in the bin. So she's confided in someone who will tell her, yeah, girl, go for it. Oh my, what's the harm in that? And once again, I just need Tony to stand on business. I'm very disappointed in the way she's acting. I'm not going to hold you. I'm very disappointed. I feel like if you're going to talk the talk, you need to walk the walk. Right now, it's given talky instead of walky. And that's very interesting. Of course, let's move on to Cash now pulling Harrison for a chat, okay? And he pretty much said, listen, bro, I don't know what's going on, but right now, you seem confused. He literally told him, you seem confused. I like Tony, and right now, I'm not going to lie, bro, you're an obstacle. And Harrison's just like, yeah, bro, like, I appreciate you speaking to me like that. Yeah. But once again, it goes back to what I said in terms of really liking the Castlemore guys, because they're very upfront. Like, they don't dilly-dally. Do you know what I mean? Even when Shakira was talking to Connor in the hideaway, Ty, Jamie, and Cash were all together. And just like, they're just all very open and honest with how they feel. And they're just like, yeah, if that's how you're feeling, then go and pull her for a chat. Have a chinwag with her. Yeah, speak about the situation. But I will say that even with the conversation with Cash and Harrison, you know, he was pretty much telling him, you don't need to be sly with it. Like, bro, be a man. If that's what you want, then let me know, or let her know. Just be honest with it. But I'm not really here to be in a triangle. Like, that's not the vibe that I'm on. Harrison obviously went back to Lauren to say, like, you're my number one, and they were hugging and snuggling and all that stuff. But I'm just not really taking Harrison seriously, if I'll be honest with you. It's like he wants Lauren, but he's addicted to Tony. I don't know. I just find it quite interesting, but that's that. Next, moving on to the nighttime. So a few chats that were taking place at nighttime. First things first, we'll quickly get into Ty and Shakira. They ended up having a kiss, which was very interesting, because Shakira, after, was sitting down with Connor and told him that they had a kiss. Instantly, Connor was like, I don't like that. Like, I asked you for a kiss earlier, you didn't give me a kiss, so it just kind of lets me know where your head is at. And then she was like, oh, to be honest, it makes things clear for me. It lets me know that I like you more than I like him. And I just felt like, Shakira, what's going on, babe? Like, if you and Ty were serious, we will take you guys to the final, for real. Like, we actually will take you to the final. And once again, even the way Connor just started moving standoffish the second she said she kissed Ty, I don't get why he acts like that. I just find it a bit... And if he only like acted like this towards one person, I would be like, okay, it's just he's done it to every single girl that he's been in a couple with. That's kind of interesting. I'm very telling of his character, okay? And then she even said that she's going to now speak to Ty about it. Like, I don't think it's fair on Ty, I'll be honest with you. Like, the guy actually hasn't done anything wrong to you. And her and Ty actually are quite cute together. But anyway, that's that. Of course. Next, moving on to Cash and Tony. They were having a chat as well, and he was like, you know, she needs to be honest. And then she was, what did she say again? I even wrote it down because I was so confused. She said, right now, if it was dead from his side, it will be easier for me to stop thinking about it. Why are you waiting for him to dead it? Why don't you dead it yourself? And that's what I'm gonna say, because you're acting like he's in your head, like drawing. I don't understand. Like, oh, if he did it from his side, it'll be easier for me to stop thinking about it. If you want to stop thinking about it now, you can stop thinking about it. Do you know that? Tony, don't make me drop you from my client list, because I've actually been rooting for you. Okay. Next, moving on to them getting a text. I said, okay, producers, I'm awake. So they ended up getting a text that the public had been voting for their most compatible couple. Guys, they didn't even, you know, usually they get them to gather around the fire pit, you know, some suspense over here, some music. No, there and then, wherever you were standing in that villa, open your ears, I have news for you. And the first couple who were dumped from the villa were Ben and Andrada. Guys, I don't know if I was shocked or if I was not surprised. I don't know what I was, but I was like, Ben and Andrada. Interesting. I know a lot of people don't like Ben, but I thought quite a few people liked Andrada. Well, the votes weren't enough and they were dumped from the villa. Now, it didn't end there, because then they got another text to gather around the fire pit. I said, producers, what is going on? And then it was announced again that there was another couple who was also going to be leaving the villa. But before they disclosed the three vulnerable couples, they did let the islanders know that Shakira and Ty received the most votes. And I'm so glad that they did, because even the camera panned to Meg was just staring at her. Yeah, you guys need to know that Shakira is a public fave, because that public fave vote that you guys got in what, week 1? You guys have been raining that over your heads. Here's a reality check. But even with that, guys, the couples that were chosen for the least compatible, I just said, you people are not using your voice well. And it goes back to what I said already as well, that Helena and Harry and Meg and Dejon will be making it to the finals, and no one should be surprised when that happens. Guys, we predicted it already. You shouldn't be surprised. Of course, they were told that the couples with the fewest votes were Lauren and Harrison, no surprise, Emma and Connor, no surprise, and Lucy and Tommy, which shocked me, because wow, I thought the nation loved Tommy. Do you know what I mean? But I think since that voice note came out with Lucy allegedly saying that she's going into the villa to get Tommy and is also going to win, maybe that's what brought the votes down, because people now know that she has a game plan. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, because Shakira and Ty were voted the most compatible couple, they were given the opportunity to pick the couple that why am I stuttering? They were given the opportunity to pick the couple that will be dumped in tomorrow's episode. I don't know why I'm stuttering. So tomorrow we're going to find out who is getting dumped from the villa. Because Shakira likes Connor, I think she might keep him in. Ooh, you know what? Lauren and Harrison could go home. She could probably send Harrison home because you are stressing my best friend out. Or they could send home Lucy and Tommy. I don't think they're going to get rid of Emma and Connor. They might send home Lucy and Tommy, you know. Who knows? We'll see how it goes. Let me know down below how you guys also found tonight's episode. Who do you think is going home? Let me know. But yeah, overall, I actually think it was actually quite a good episode. A very strong start to week 5, if you ask me. Guys, I can't believe we're 5 weeks in. That is absolutely insane. But yeah, as always, guys, if you haven't yet subscribed, be sure to subscribe and definitely join the family. Also, be sure to follow me on my Instagram and also my Twitter at SoDestinyX. But other than that, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I love you deep. Please do take care, stay blessed, and I shall see you tomorrow. Bye.